Hey young world, thank you for tuning in to the Penn State Perspective. I'm Tony, I'm a junior and a telecommunications major.
Hello, I'm Jiovanni Maestrale. I'm a junior and I'm also a telecom major.
Hi, I'm Ross Travis. I'm a telecom major and I'm a senior.
All right, so today we will be discussing a wide variety of issues surrounding Penn State students and what's happening in pop culture.
All right, so let's get right into it. Recently, Penn State just came into, well, they just built the new section of the hub. What does everybody think about that?
Well, I've been waiting for this to open up. I actually work in the hub, or used to work in the hub, and when I worked at McAllister's Deli, you know, I always had to like feel like I was
so good.
Isn't it good?
Very.
Yeah, have you eaten at McAllister's?
I have not.
You're missing out, man. You're missing out.
Gotta venture out.
McAllister's is really good.
Yeah.
It's like that like Southern style, like home cooking, makes you feel like you're like
I'm from the South, so I wouldn't go that far, but you know, it's all right. It's all right.
Maybe as like far south as Virginia.
Okay, yeah, I'm from the Carolinas, so okay, you just saved yourself. Okay.
Well, anyway, so working in the hub, I've always felt like that was like the closed off section. Like everybody like wandered down to that section sometimes, but now that like it's been opened up and the new section of the hub is there, it's like really awesome. Everything's been opened up. There's a whole new skylight and everything.
It is popping in there.
The skylight.
Yeah, right?
I haven't seen the skylight.
I haven't either, honestly.
Have you walked into the section
I'm not,
like,
you know what, I haven't passed the hub in probably a year.
In a year? What do you
I got my classes are on the outskirts, so I got the Innovation Park class, IST building. Nowhere in there do I pass the hub.
Dude, do you even go here?
Yeah, yeah. No, I have been in the hub though. You know, my favorite edition of the hub would have to be the High School Musical looking steps. You know,
yes.
I always see people on Penn State Story throwing up videos of them doing some crazy stuff on there. So
yeah, seriously, it looks straight out of like a movie or something.
I have not seen High School Musical, so
I
don't know what you're. Have you seen High School Musical?
I have seen High School Musical, actually.
Do you dance on the stairs? Sing on the stairs?
Well, I would. I kind of want to start a flash mob.
I would be embarrassed.
Cool.
I would not talk to you. I would look the other way and keep moving.
You know, the stairs at the hub are also somewhere where, you know, people, you know, enjoy their lunch and watch people. It's a nice people watching spot.
Yeah.
For creeps? Who people watches?
What? You don't people watch?
No, I don't people watch.
love
I
people
mind my
watching.
own business. I stay in my lane. Like, my head is down to my sneakers.
People
I'm
watching
walking straight
sport,
ahead.
yeah.
I think people watching is hilarious.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
grill people as they walk by.
I feel like you might be stalkers in training.
When I'm bored, that's what I love to do, is just watch
it's
people.
fun.
I mean, it's not creepy at all.
I mean, so you eavesdrop on people's conversations as you walk through the hub?
No eavesdropping, just people
You
watching.
just
Well,
see stuff.
actually, I might tend to eavesdrop every now and then.
Okay.
You hear some crazy things when people walk by. You
Okay,
ever
so-
hear like a little piece of somebody's conversation, and you're just like, what the hell is that person talking about?
Okay, so what's the craziest thing you've seen while walking through the hub?
While walking through the hub. Well, I've probably been a part of a few of the crazy things that you might have seen walking through the hub. I've done a few performances actually in the hub, you know, promoting different groups I'm in with thespians and like my show choir. So
Okay.
I'm always singing and dancing in the hub anyway. It might as well be on the stairs. So there's a lot of other construction going on at Penn State. Just walking around campus, you see all these buildings being renovated. You know, up by the library, there's one. Behind the hub now, they tore up that whole path. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's a damn travesty, and I think, like, why is Penn State always under construction? Like, for real. Like, what? I'm not even going to get to see these renovations. I'm not going to be able to see these things take place.
Get in your bag, Tony.
I am in a whole bag. Like, no matter of fact, I'm in a suitcase right now because I'm sick of seeing the construction. I'm sick of going through detours and byways just to get to class. Like, it's really unfortunate.
I was just starting to enjoy the nice weather. I broke out my bike 2 weeks ago, and now all of a sudden this week, you know, I can't even ride my bike up by the hub anymore. I have to go all the way around.
I'll tell you a spot on campus that needs construction. Nittany Apartments. If you're watching this, upgrade the Nittany Apartments. I got chipmunks trying. sounds ridiculous. I got chipmunks crawling through my ceiling.
They crawl through the ceiling?
Wow.
I can't believe that.
This is true. Came home from class one day.
Penn State is ratchet, yeah.
I want to know who the landlord of that place is. Like, I hope they're watching this right now. You got chipmunks crawling through y'all ceilings. One of my good friends, Candace, you know Candace on the basketball team. Her entire roof was leaking, and it flooded all their kitchen. And she didn't have a place to stay for a while, and it was messed up.
Fix your roof, girl.
Like, no, that is up to Penn State to fix that. We paid like $30,000 in tuition, and they can't fix any. Penn State is so cheap. But I got love for the Nittany Lion and everything, but y'all are cheap.
This guy.
I'm serious. I got love for Penn State. It's just not on me at this moment.
No, I feel you, man. I feel you. I feel the same way sometimes, you know. I broke my back working for the Hub. They didn't pay me anything, really. I mean, they paid me minimum wage, and then, thinking that you would work for a restaurant, what do most restaurants give you as an incentive to work there?
Tips?
Tips or, food. They didn't give me any sort of discount. They're cheap.
Well, I think that's kind of your fault. I'm not saying like no tea, no shade, but like when you go in, right? You go into a job and you're working for Penn State.
Yeah.
They figure, you need a job. You're gonna take whatever you can get. You're poor. You're eating ramen noodles. You want something. You need something. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Ramen noodles straight out the bag, though.
What?
Well,
I see something on Snapchat the other day.
Oh, they were
straight out the bag.
all right, Ross. I'm gonna have to cut you off. We'll talk about your ramen noodle eating habits later.
You sure you want to talk about it?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Ramen noodles not so interesting, you know.
We got on that topic, man.
Okay, so this Friday there's a concert. What is it called? Moving On.
Moving On.
They're bringing a couple of bands down. They're bringing Big Sean down. Personally,
Great performer.
oh, he is a great performer. But who is some other performers that you feel like Penn State should bring on?
Well, I mean, they're bringing Big Sean. They might as well bring Ariana, right?
They broke up.
Yeah, that might be a controversy. Yeah.
Awkward.
Very. I had to do it just.
They need to bring DMX.
Okay. Oh, well, I think we should wrap up to go to the commercial.
Yeah, well, all right. We're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be talking about some more pressing matters at Penn State.
Are you tired of your old, boring, outdated iPhone, even though you just bought it 6 months ago? Well, the technology in your current phone is obsolete, and the speeds have been tripled. With the new iPhone 6.5, you have all the features of the iPhone 6, but with the ability to teleport. Whoa! And it only costs $10 more on your monthly bill. And did I mention the limited edition solid gold iPhone for the low, low price of $25,000? Visit your local Apple store to pick up one of these bad boys today.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the panel, Penn State Perspective, and we're going to be talking about some more issues. Tony, what do you have to say?
Well, for me personally, I wonder if everybody's tuning into what's going on in Baltimore right now. The riots, obviously, people are riled up, and I don't think it's for the reasons that we would assume they would be riled up for, but I just want to get you guys' perspective first before I go in on y'all.
Well, I don't know if I want him to go in at me. So Ross, what do you have to say?
I got some mixed feelings about this issue going on. Tony, why don't you share your thoughts?
My thoughts. Okay. Well, let's start from the beginning. If you don't know about the Baltimore riots, this all started. Well, I don't want to say it all started because of the death of Freddie Gray, but it was kind of a catalyst to what's going on there now. People are upset, and it's not just because of this young man's death. I think a lot of it has to do with what people are dealing with in Baltimore on a day-to-day basis. If you look at Baltimore, 25% of the population is below the poverty line. So people naturally, you can't put people in slum-like conditions for decades at a time and then expect them to be peaceful and sing Kumbaya and be happy that they're there when you have the police. I mean, who in here has not seen The Wire? Like, come on now. Like, you see people... Like, I mean, have you seen The Wire? And you guys have not seen The Wire? Oh, come on now. Okay, well, anyway, people in those conditions, I'm sympathetic for what they're going through, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm not happy that the city is burning down, but this is a part of the process. These things have to happen so we can transform what's going on there.
Well, it seems like it's been trending as of recently. You know, Ferguson, a lot. You know, they're just like seems to be a lot of police brutality and people taking advantage of power lately, and it's a shame that it has to keep happening. You know, I'm a big proponent of everybody getting along and loving each other, but it doesn't seem to be happening as of late.
No, it's not. It's not at all. And I think we should, but you know, we can't keep ignoring certain issues that, you know, take place on a day-to-day basis. Like I said, being in Baltimore, I've never been to Baltimore, but, you know, just interacting with people who live there, you know, and obviously well, you guys haven't watched The Wire, but we're just watching, you know, some of the things that took place in the show. I mean, we can see it everywhere across the country. People are upset. Yeah. It's not something to take lightly, and it has a little bit more to do than just police brutality. You know, we're talking about racism, we're talking about discrimination, segregation, all these things. Education. That was not supposed to rhyme.
You're a poet and you didn't even know it.
Well, you know, sometimes I do get my Maya Angelou on. She is my mother. I love her. Have you read, what is that damn book?
Caged Bird Sings.
Yes. Do you know why the caged bird sings?
I don't know why the caged bird sings, but I can venture a guess. I would have to say that, you know, when people are like, you know, you can associate this with any situation going on. If you want, with Baltimore even, when people are put in a condition where they feel like, you know, there's nothing they can do about it, like this one event just has to like free them from their cage. You know, they're like expressing how they feel. They've been, you know, in the dumps for so long. So
that was a really good. Oh, that was a good point.
Yeah.
Y'all better clap it up at home right now, because he pulled that out. Yes, yes. So I heard that there was a meeting at Penn State. They had, they're talking about like police officers and everything. Obviously, with things going on in Baltimore, they don't want that to happen here. And my professor was saying that, you know, the police and professors and, you know, leaders or whatever, they want to like avoid something like that happening here. So what do students think about something like that? Do you think that something like that will happen at Penn State?
That's a good question.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we saw it before, you know, with the firing of Joe Paterno, how basically Penn State, they rioted. It was very similar things were happening here as they were in Baltimore and other places where people were rioting. And
I have so much to say about that.
It's funny because on social media you see it all the time, people posting these long statuses about, you know, calling people in Baltimore thugs and, you know, they're destroying things and rioting, but people at Penn State did the same exact thing. So I guess, you know, we might be the Penn State thugs, I guess.
Oh, man.
So we're going to continue talking about this matter when we get back. We'll see you for a short commercial break.
Is everything all right in there?
Then what did he say? What did you do?
Are you tired of that annoying certain someone? Well, fear no more. Introducing the remote silencer. Simply point it at your target, press mute, and enjoy your life. Or, if you think it's too quiet, simply press the mute button again to unsilence your victim. The remote silencer, available at your local Walmart.
Go for it.
All right, we're back with the Penn State perspective. So we're going to continue talking a little bit about the Baltimore incident and some of the things going on with that. Tony, do you have anything you want to start with?
Well, I wanted to clarify a point, what you said earlier about the riots at Penn State when Joe Paterno was fired. I was at Penn State Harrisburg at the time when all this happened, and I just think Penn State students were smoking. I want to know what kind of crack pipe they were smoking on, because the ones down there, like, it's seriously, like, we were sitting in class and we were having discussions about it. Of course, people are upset. I understand that they're upset. But at the same time, like, right after class, they had a candlelight visual. For what? I don't understand, like, things like that. I understand why people are rioting, but the candlelight, it was just a little too dramatic for me. I try not to, you know, put myself in certain situations like that. I don't know. It just bothered me.
Well, you say that, and I think it's funny because you see very similar things with what's going on with, you know, things in the media. Baltimore, Ferguson, there were plenty of candlelight vigils. People brought flowers, you know, stuffed animals and things like that. And it's just that when people get upset, that's how they lash out.
They have to mourn. They have to. There's a different grieving process for everybody. I get it. I still
But
think
to call everybody in the process a thug, I think is, you know, a wild accusation, especially since most of the people there are bystanders. They're not actively participating in anything. They're just standing there watching, whether it's, you know, in person or taking a video to post on the internet.
Very true.
Most of the people there just to like see what's going on.
Very true. And they're having people there that are cleaning up the neighborhoods. They have, I saw a post somewhere that they were saying like they had the Bloods, the Crips, shout out to y'all. They were all like bringing like all these gangs were coming together just to, you know, rebuild the community. And I like that, but the media doesn't show anything like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you guys think of the media portraying such negativity in the city versus showing images and video of the positivity? You know, the people that are taking the right route in
It's really messed up. The media is really messed up.
Like it's really crazy that the media can choose what they want to show, and that influences our perspective on everything too. And so, since we're talking about perspective, this is about the time where we're going to wrap up the show today. Thank you all for being with us. This is the Penn State Perspective. See you all next time, and have a great day.